in it.
What you? Because I wasn't really ready.
I
But
froze because I was like throwing a stupid face.
They're gonna come on like, are they frozen?
Do they know they're recording? Are they aware that they're here? We're
Hello.
here. We know that we hit record and we're actually
We
talking to
clearly
people again.
rusty, y'all. We clearly rusty. Forgive
It's been a minute.
us.
It's been a minute, but we back.
We back like cook crack.
What were you gonna say though? I want to know. What were you gonna say?
I was about to say, can you hear me well? I wanted to make sure like my earring wasn't hitting up against the thing.
I don't hear any clink, clink, clinking. It's
Okay,
like
great.
your earring is probably like just a smidge above your microphone. They're not even hitting.
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you good. You good.
But not that. I'm gonna hit the air horn first one more time.
Yo, raise your pin up. We gotta put a cheers in the air. Welcome back.
BG. Cheers.
You already know how we do. Start off the episode the same way. Not much change. Just some changes, but not a lot changed. I got a new pen.
Life was happening for us. So we had to take a quick little moment, regroup, or life was kicking our ass. We had to fight back, And in the process of doing that, we had to stand up, right? We had to stand the fuck up. So in the process of doing that, though, we had to take a little break, but we back. And we here. So.
And we're going to be back every other week this time. And
every
you'll notice
other.
that the episode dropped on a different day. So, few changes, new name, as you guys can see. Will be a new little.
We trying to freshen it up, we trying to keep niggas on their toes. We're not trying to have them thinking we coming back with the same old. Like, nah.
Logo. Oh my God. I was totally blanking on what that is. Like a new logo.
Oh, I thought you was saying like we was given a new vibe or something.
Newcomer cover. Gosh. And this is you know what? I just need to smoke because I'm not stoned.
Smoke up. But we love y'all. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for listening. Please make sure you let everybody know we back. Make sure you let them know. You can share this episode with them. Send it over to them like, yo, they back. And just drop it.
I don't think that's something that we asked for a lot in the past.
No, we're trying to do a Beyonce on y'all. We're trying to just
let people know we're back. Share the episodes. Post some clips. Excuse me. Just let everybody know we're back. We back in the building and
every other week, like Tia mentioned,
we'll be back.
Yeah. Whatever day this drops is the day that'll drop every other week.
Yes, I love that. So what you been up to, Money? What do you want to share with the people? Give me an update.
Life has been twisting and turning for me a little.
Yeah.
It's moving and I'm just kind of trying to move with it, in all honesty. I'm trying to see what's going on, trying to bet on myself more. Trying to take what I want seriously more. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Yeah, and trying to fight life back because she's a bitch sometimes, and she really be. If you don't be looking, she swing.
Sometimes even when you're looking, like you can see the shit, you can see the tornado just coming for you, and it's like I'm just don't have it in me to outrun this. So here we go.
But clearly, my dad used to always tell me, and my grandfather, if it comes to us, God knows we can handle it somehow. He put it in us. I mean, it don't be looking like it, but we still here. So
absolutely,
clearly, we can. I'm stronger than I think I am. So I'm trying to just lean on that at the moment and see where it flows. What about you though, T?
Well, I've been I've been.
Same.
I'm good today. You know
Same.
what? The most exciting thing that happened to me over the past like year or so since we've been kind of tapping in and out,
Yeah.
baby started school. She started school, kindergarten.
Yes.
She was in
Let's get up some
pre-kindergarten for
air
the past
horns
2 years.
for
She started kindergarten. You know what? I can't hear you very well, but it's not because your earring is clinking. You
you
just
just
seem a little
can't
low.
hear me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I feel like I'm talking over you, but I don't even know until I'm looking at your lips moving.
Okay. We'll get this figured out then. No worry.
Yeah. So yeah, she started this week and she's super excited. She loves it. She had a great day. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's been the best thing that I've done, just been preparing for that, which took a lot out of me. I didn't realize how much mental energy was going into that because I
Yeah.
wasn't even sleeping. And then after her first day, we all slept good. We was like,
The
I woke up the
anxiety
next
of the first day for the whole
yes, I woke up the
household.
next day like, whoa. I guess that was really weighing on me because I was stressed.
And how can it not though? You know what I mean? It's a lot. You have to wonder like who she's gonna interact with, how they're gonna interact, how the teachers are gonna interact with her. Everything. That's a big adjustment. And going from like a couple hours a day to all day, that's a big adjustment.
It is. And she handled it like a boss. Of course
Of
she
course,
did.
of
She's
course.
fucking amazing. But yeah, so let's get back into the swing of things. What you
Yes.
smoking on? Let's get the
Yes.
strain of the week popping.
So the strain of the week. So what we're gonna do, we're trying to up the ante a little on y'all. So we're gonna give y'all what we're smoking, but we're also gonna give you some background on what it is, some side effects, I guess you can call it, what the internet's saying, and then we're gonna tell y'all how we felt about it, give y'all our
Exactly.
own personal review of it. So this week, I'm smoking something different today, but this week I have been
Me
smoking
too.
two
That's so
different things.
funny.
But this week though, I've been smoking two different. I have an indica and a hybrid really. Because I thought it was a sativa, but coming to do some research, grapefruit gas is really more a hybrid. So that's where that is, and it makes sense. They say it's more indica dominant, excuse me. For most users that use it it's more of a mental high. But sometimes, it gives off mental high side effects like a sativa. So that's why they classify it like a hybrid. But they say that the parents of the grapefruit gas is just grapefruit and then New York NYC diesel, excuse me.
Which is an indica.
Right.
Right.
Yep. So that's what I'm thinking is giving off, because grapefruit for sure, if I'm remembering, is a sativa.
Sativa.
So that's what I'm thinking is giving off that good mix. But it's definitely a hybrid for sure. The high parts of it is definitely sativa, but the come downs, definitely an indica.
It's a heavy come down.
Yes, it's a real heavy come down, to be honest with you. It's one of them come downs you're like, whoa. If I'm not chilling, or if I am chilling, I'll probably go to sleep, to keep it funky with you. Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
But if I'm doing something, I'm doing something. Like I'm in it. But as far as
that's that true hydrated vibes. It's like, which way is your body gonna go? That's the way I'm gonna lean for you.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And then my indica, I had the LA Kush cake. Oh, I forgot to mention, the grapefruit gas was a concentrate. The LA Kush cake is a flower. Yep. So according to WikiLeaf, which I think is such a cool name, the LA Kush is a mix of Kush mint and wedding cake.
Oh, I love wedding cake.
Two popular indica strains. Yep.
It's one of my favorites.
So they're saying that it's supposed to have a pepperminty vanilla-y smell. And I
Hmm.
can kind of smell the hints of peppermint, but not so much vanilla though. I'm
Hmm.
missing the vanilla of it. Um, I was trying to see after they said it and I smelled it, I was like, I wonder if now I can like taste it now that I'm aware of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't really taste it, but I could smell it slightly. It wasn't a strong hint of peppermint. And like I said, I really couldn't smell the vanilla, but that might have just been the flour that I had.
I would
Um,
miss the vanilla. If someone told me vanilla's supposed to be there and it wasn't, I would be like, oh,
Same,
yeah,
especially with something called wedding cake. I'm expecting
exactly.
some hint of vanilla in it somewhere, you know?
For
But
sure.
I didn't really smell it. And I have a like real sensitive nose. Like I feel like I can smell a good decent amount of things that
And vanilla
most
and
people
peppermint
can't.
are very not the same. So if they're in there, I feel like they would be,
It would be
you
in
would
there
be, yeah, they would be kind of
for sure.
distinct.
For sure, for sure. But definitely a great indica. You know what though? I found myself like if I'm on the computer like doing research for the show, after I smoked it, I was in it. Like my mind was
Mm.
going, but then I started to crash. Then I got
Mhm,
tired.
mhm, mhm.
But it's a really good indica. So if you're looking for one, if you are a smoker, you want to put it in a J or roll it up, LA Kush Cake is
That
a
in your
good one for
table.
night.
Make it. I love that.
Yeah, yeah. So what you got?
So I'm only going to talk about one today. I'm going to talk about.
Okay. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Did a little dance with my feet too. So today I'm talking about purple punch. This
Ooh.
purple punch tastes like punch, like fruit punch.
Ooh. Oh, so this is the one you was talking about.
Man, this shit is so
Mm.
sweet. It smells like I'm ready to smell it right now because it smells so fucking good. It
Is it a
smells
concentrate?
like, huh?
Is it a concentrate? I'm sorry.
Yep. Hold on one second. I'll show you guys. Purple punch. I just want to like dive in. Like
It fell out.
it jumped out.
It wanted me to smell it. That's all.
It literally was like, get into this. Look at that. It smells.
Mm.
I don't even know what like my nose picks up except for sleep. It's just like it doesn't smell like grapes or cherries or vanilla, or it just smells sweet like candy. It
Yeah.
tastes sweet like fruit punch. So again, this is indica concentrate. That they're calling that as sugar. The thing with these concentrates is they can pretty much call it what they want to. Concentrate is it's the distinct ones are butter, shatter, and sand. The sugar can be like 3 or 4 different consistencies.
For
You
sure.
never know
It could
what
be
it's going to
live
be when it goes
sugar. It could just be the dry sugar. Yeah, it could
right.
be definitely a whole bunch of different consistencies for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're calling that sugar. Really, really good indica. It's not one that if you smoke it, you're instantly going to be on your ass. This is one of those things like where you said for you, like you can do your research and then go to sleep. For me, I've
Yeah.
been putting it on and actually watching TV and then allowing myself to drift off and fall asleep. It's not one
Yeah.
of those smack you right on your ass and then you're going to be couch locked. You'll be tired and dozing off before you even realize it. It's not one that's going
Mm.
to make you yawn a whole lot. You're not
Mm-hmm.
going to feel your body like sinking and relaxing. You're going to wake up like, damn, I was, I was sleeping good. So it's
Yeah.
different than my typical favorite kind of indicas. The thing that's
Yeah.
drawing me to this though is how good it smells and how good it tastes. It's to the point where I put a new
Mm.
coil in just so that I could be like, it
Let me make
tasting how sweet
sure.
this. Yes,
Yeah.
so good.
Ooh. If I see
So
that, if you see it, and please let me know because I want some.
I
Yeah.
definitely will. They're saying blueberry muffins and tart Kool-Aid. That's that's
Makes sense
perfect.
of why it's so sweet then. Blueberry
Yep.
muffin and tart Kool-Aid. Who
It's a
drinks
delicious
tart
dessert
Kool-Aid though?
strain that is best
That's
suited for
random.
after dinner. That's perfect. But its parents are Larry OG and Granddaddy Purple. And Granddaddy Purple is like OG. The Larry OG is two for OG. Those are like award-winning indicas. So to marry them
Yeah.
together, I'm
That
telling you,
was,
this shit is
yeah.
bomb. Actually, I don't think Larry OG is an indica. I think that's just a hybrid. Maybe even sativa leaning. But that Granddaddy Perp,
Was bomb though.
yeah, easy body bust. So yeah, Larry OG is a hybrid, but that Granddaddy Perp is like classic indica fire green. So but I'm smoking white Durban to get me through the week
Oh,
now.
that's what I'm smoking right now too.
Yeah. So I gotta, I keep a good sativa or brie in my pocket. But that indica,
Same.
whenever I tasted that, I was like, wow. I was like shocked.
Mm,
That's how
mm.
that's how good it tasted right off the bat. Smelled super fruity and delicious. So I definitely recommend
Nice.
that one. Yeah.
Nice. 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 All right. So what you want to get into then?
We want to talk about some music.
Let's do that.
I got about 3 songs.
I got 2 big moods this week. And
You know what? I'll only give you 2 songs because this other one, it was cute, but I'm really, really feeling the first two, and I don't want to get the enthusiasm that I have for the first two mixed up with the last one because it's not the same.
got you. Got you. Okay, well, wait, before we give that though, I want to let everybody know that we still have our Pretty Dragons music playlist on Apple playlist or Apple Music, excuse me. It is
Same thing.
called The Session, but I updated it to the session point 2.5. It was a session point 2, but it's going to be the session 2.5 since we're halfway through the year. There's no point to start a whole new playlist for just half the year. So we're just going to add it onto the playlist that's already there. And then starting up in the new year, we'll have the session 3. I was supposed to say 0.3, but session 3. And then we'll go from there. So Apple Music, you got it. The session 2.5. Make sure you got it saved to your playlist. And we'll be updating it every episode. When the episodes drop, we'll make sure that it's updated there. So yeah, that's the only update we have for that.
Also, take this chance to go ahead and listen to freaking the session 2 and 1 because they're really good playlists. And the second one for real is what is the one that I listen to like regularly. It's super long and it has a mix of everything. There's old music, new music.
Well, the session 2 is session 2.5 now. It's the same one. I just changed the name of it.
Change the name, and you're just gonna add
so
to
it's
that
the
one,
same
and then
thing.
next year dig it. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So yeah, everything that we had from previously from last year and the rest of this year will be on 2.5. And then starting 2024, which is wild to say.
Sounds crazy.
We'll have session 3.
Got it.
Yep. So you want to go first?
Yes, and I actually want to play it for a second too, but
period.
Ready. It's called Make It Better by Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, because I don't know how to say that either.
I don't
either.
Paak
or Pack?
I don't know. I feel like it should be Paak because it's 2 A's, but I feel like everyone says Pack.
Oh, it's 2 A's? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
As I was typing, you said 2 A's. I went back like, doo. Let me fix that.
Hold on. Okay, wait. See, I have it. I pulled these from Pandora as I was listening, so now I gotta find them in Apple Music. So I will do this better next week. All right, here we go. Here. Share it.
Kind of.
And oh, that was harsh, but oh, here we are. And it's easier to run than to look forward when make you stay.
I feel like I heard this song before.
Remember when we first met? Yeah.
I feel like I heard that song before.
I feel like it's one of those songs that are like in the background of a movie or something, like the end of a movie when they figure out they either love each other or hate each other, and then they're either walking away together or not. It's one of those type of songs.
Happily ever after type situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a good one though.
Okay.
I feel like it's Anderson .Paak, Pac, who cares? Whatever it is, it's good because I love him.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
And
I feel like I heard
then
it before, but I'll probably have to like really listen to see.
please do. And then
Mhm.
next week, make a note. Let me know how you like the song. So when we talk about our music next week, I want to know your opinion on the music, whether we knew it or not. Like, let's add that fold in there too, because there's a lot of music you be putting me on, and I be having to add it to my playlist. Because I have like a playlist, like, oh, I like this song, and it's like, is this gonna make it to the permanent playlist, or am I gonna delete it? Like, I have a temporary, like, is this a good song? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, review songs. Do you want to give me yours, or you want me to give you my other one?
Okay, I'll give you one then.
Okay.
My first song is my first. Which one do I want to give first?
I'm gonna queue up my other one too while you're talking. Oh, that was easy. It's right there.
I'm gonna go with, since we're on the Pac motion of it all. my first song is Tupac, California Love, specifically for the part when he says, "Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming." I feel like that's like my big mood right now.
Like BDE, like just fuck you energy. I'm here for it.
So yeah. So that's why specifically that's my song of the week. And it's a vibe anyway, but when he said that part, I was like, wait.
Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing
Hoochie screaming. Yeah, I was like, big energy, big vibes. So for whatever reason, that song hit home to me. So that will be my first song of the week, California Love.
Love it. Okay.
What you got? What's your second one?
Janelle Monáe.
Okay.
Hot. You ever hear this one?
I can't really hear it.
So sexy, so sexy. A bitch like me. A bitch like me.
Go to you.
Ain't it cute?
Yeah, I never heard. It's called.
I like all of her new stuff.
I like her. Period.
Me too.
I feel like everything she comes out with has been a banger. At least the main hits. I'm like, I haven't really listened to her full albums, I'll admit, but
same.
The stuff that comes out, I always like it. I haven't heard
I'm
a song
not
that
a
I was
deep
like,
cut girl for Janelle Monáe, but I feel like if I did listen to it, I would like it.
For
like,
sure.
I feel like I'm the one missing out. Like, it's my fault that I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What was the song called again? Hot?
Yes. HAUTE.
Oh. Period.
It was one of those songs when it came on Pandora. I was like, what? Janelle be talking her. You better talk yo shit.
She do. She do.
Oh, her titties out on the freaking, just out.
She had her titties out?
You don't know that her titties out are on this album cover?
No, where I been at? Well, I haven't been on social media.
Not with Janelle's titties. You've been away, her titties been out. You've been in the house more than Janelle's titties.
Clearly.
They're out, like out.
Oh, and it's literally the cover of her album. I'm about to go Google it right now.
It's literally the cover. Can you see that? No, hell no. That was blurry.
I'm about to look it up right now. What's the album called? Age of Pleasure?
The Age of Pleasure.
Why they try and play me? Why ain't they gonna show it on Google? Oh, okay.
That shit was bright and clear on Instagram. I was like, what?
Oh, she's swimming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh yeah, her boobs. Yeah, she
Like there's an
out.
edited version and then there's like an out version. The version that she put on Instagram first was not edited. And I was
Oh.
scrolling and I was like, and I zoomed in her face.
You
And
know
then
what
I
that
kept
reminds
scrolling.
me of? You ever see I know you've seen it. Boomerang.
Yeah, when he'd be
When they
like,
was
is that
like,
nipple?
that's a titty, because I'm drooling. That's what that reminds me of. He legit was drooling too.
Oh, that's such a good movie, man.
Such a good movie, right? I
Watching that
love
when we're
that
done.
movie. Love that movie.
You got another
Okay.
song for us?
Oh yeah. My last song is my girl Victoria Monet.
She can sing so freaking good.
It's not even that she can sing good. Like she really can perform. She
She
really
could
be
dance
out here
too. She does everything.
dancing. She really be out here dancing. So she got this song called "On My Mama,"
Oh my mama. Oh
and
my
it's not. So she puts that. She got it from there. Like she sampled.
mama.
Well, the beat isn't really that same beat, but she put that portion of the song in her song. Though it's like the hook part of it, or maybe it's the chorus. I don't know. Either way, though,
Oh, there we go. Hold on.
it's my jam. It just came out. The video, though, when I say she be dancing in this video, I don't even know how her body moves like that.
You hear it?
No, here. You want me to play it?
Oh
yeah.
All the
right.
all the time.
It's my jam.
I'm trying to go tonight. She said right. I just want
Go see ya.
No, and when you're done, watch the video too, because she gets loose and the looks and the dances. Like she's just, I'm here for Victoria Monet. In all honesty, like I'm here for her.
For
So,
sure.
so those are my two songs. Yeah, those are my two songs. But yeah, that song is a whole vibe though.
It sounds like it, and I listened to like 17 seconds.
Yeah, I'm about to make them my affirmations and shit. Like, on my mama. You feel me?
In the morning, like I look fly. I
I
look
look good. Why couldn't that be some affirmations?
says it isn't.
Period. All right. Well, do you want to take a quick break and then we'll come back and get into some other stuff?
Yeah, buddy.
Period.
We'll be right back on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you all for coming back with us. Listen, I have this stupid song stuck in my head, and I'm gonna say it, and then we can move on.
What song?
If I had one wish, you would be my boo.
What? Was it like the last
your
song
face,
you heard?
the way your face just twisted up and almost fell off. You was like,
it was random. I wasn't expecting it. But
you know,
it's always those songs. It's always those songs. Did you hear it today?
Huh?
Did you hear it today?
No, I don't know why it's in my head.
That's weird.
Anyway,
that's weird. It was a banger though.
What?
Yeah, it was definitely the jam. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't. It was just random. It caught me off guard. That was all.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So let's get into this real quick, right? So I got a text from Tia, right? And she goes,
I'm mad at you even starting it like that.
She goes, because I gotta tell the people, you know, if I was talking to people. And she goes, you know, we was doing a voice message, actually. That's what made it even funnier. And we was talking about hair, and how humidity be fucking your hair up and stuff like that. And she goes, yeah, and then there's something, something, and that's how I'm gonna get a perm. And then just ends the message. And I was like, did she just say that and act like I wasn't I wasn't going to hear her say that? So I just want to know why, I guess. Like why you don't think your natural hair, is it just for the convenience of it?
There's layers to it. So first of
Okay.
all, it is for the convenience. The convenience. I
Okay.
would love to be able to
Fair.
wrap my hair at night, wake up, and it be the way that it is.
Uh-huh.
Number two, I mean, this could just be from the time that I grew up in, which is the 90s,
Okay.
was the 90s. You know, I grew up in the 90s. We grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
I walked around with a comb in my back pocket to ensure
Fair.
it was laid. Oh, my video froze.
No, you're
Okay,
good.
to ensure that my hair was laid. So
Fair.
I'm used to when my hair is wrapped, I want it to be flat. I want it to be smooth. I don't want no frizz. I'm not, I want it to move. Flyaways are okay, but there's a difference between like wispy, oh, your hair is so light and airy and movie, and you have like static electricity because your wrap is so on point, and you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
And
Mm-hmm.
frizz, big hair, you step outside and your hair just instantly
Frizzes
frizzes
up.
up. I have the type of hair, we have the type of hair that if it even thinks about any type of moisture outside, it's going to curl up, it's going to wave up, it's not going to stay straight. And I just want my straight, I want the ability to have my straight hair back. The type of texture that I have, if I get a relaxer and I get a mild relaxer, I don't leave it in there long. It's just enough to like knock the curl out. I'm still able to go back to my wash and go curly hair. Like my hair, it goes back to curly with no problem. So I just want the ability to have it straight as well as curly.
So sorry.
I just want to also say that my hair can handle a relaxer. Like I have always been able to maintain it. It wasn't damaged and falling out. And like, you know, my hair, I know a lot of the girls are like, oh, it's so bad for your hair. It's so bad for your hair. My hair did just fine with it.
Okay. So when do you remember the last time you got a relaxer?
Um, before I had Reagan, before I was even pregnant with Reagan. So it's been at least 6 years. And I want to say I can't call it. It's been a long time. It could be 10 years at this point. It's been a long time.
So I get what you're saying though. I understand that aspect of it. I just my hair, me personally, relaxers like killed my hair. So
I know that's a story for a lot of people. I know that to
yeah.
be true. That wasn't the case for me. It just didn't do it. My hair didn't easily, it wasn't like, oh, I got a relaxer and there's just all this hair everywhere, shedding, breakage, and like dry, brittle hair. Like that just wasn't the case for me.
So you're thinking your logic behind it is if you were to just straighten your natural hair, you would have to keep maintaining it. Whereas if you were to have a relaxer and a wrap, no matter the situation, you were cool. See, because like for me, I feel like
Say no
even
matter
when
the
I had a
situation,
relaxer, like humidity, like weather wise and stuff. Anyway,
I wouldn't say no matter the situation, it definitely is still a factor, but it's nowhere near the same. It's nowhere near the same.
Okay.
Like, I can't wear my hair straight in the summer right now. Whether I'm like, if I'm sitting down, chilling, not even hot and like physically hot and sweating, and my hair is gonna be like, well, I'm sweating it out. I can sit still and the humidity in the room, my hair will just slowly grow
I
and
see mine
grow
shrinks.
and grow. It will just grow and grow and grow. Like if it's a wrap,
Mm-hmm.
it'll just grow and grow, and then it'll be wavy. And then before you know it, it's this. And
It's
you
so
be like,
pretty though.
sis,
You got a whole different hairstyle. You morphed into something else.
yeah, like you came in with Aaliyah on lock, and now you leaving with Beyonce after the rain. Like,
Oh,
what is going on? I want to go back to
see, I
that. So,
understand.
and I'm fully aware that, your hair gets wet, it's gonna get curly. I'm cool with that. But just to be able to wrap it and go, especially if the winter is coming up, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off because I'm planning on getting these twists a couple of times. So I'll probably write out the twist for the winter. So that'll
Okay.
be at least to next summer. But by then my hair's gonna be down my back, and I'm really gonna not want to mess with it.
So, I mean, but are you gonna keep it the same length when you get a relaxer now, or are you gonna cut it?
Probably cut it to a reasonable length, probably
It'll
to,
grow back quick
huh?
anyway. So I said your
Just
hair will,
hell.
yeah, it won't matter. Yeah.
So I'll probably cut a couple inches off just to make it reasonable because I want it to be like I'm trying to go like I really want my 2004 baby girl
Not baby girl.
with look
With
part
this, with no effort,
swoop
just with a
it,
comb out. I
bitch.
dig it though.
Swoop me down, please.
I dig it because listen, this one time I had put flexi rods in my hair and
Mm-hmm.
it came out so cute.
So fire.
So cute. I got to work and had an afro. I was so disappointed. I had to put my hair in a ponytail. Like, I didn't even know it was like that till I got into the building. Like,
Thinking you're still wavy and fabulous, and you're more like Ronald McDonald at this
I was
point.
out here looking crazy. I was wondering why people were looking at me because I looked mad. I looked wild. And I was so upset. And I didn't really have no comb or no brush because I had a fucking flexi rod set. I wasn't trying to comb nothing out. For what?
No, that's like the rule.
Thank God I had just like an emergency little hair tie in my bag. And I like tried to swoop and do a messy bun type situation, but like I was so upset. I put in so much time and so much effort for it to come out looking wild. Like
And
nobody's seen it.
my thought,
Nobody's
so
seen it.
So you
Nobody's
correct me
seen
if
it.
I'm wrong, because you're the hairdresser in the bunch. So you correct me if I'm wrong. My thought is if you had a relaxer, your flexi rod do would have lasted throughout the weather.
But I wouldn't see, but that's the thing though. For me, relaxers kill all the volume in my hair. So for me, my hair be
Exactly.
but see, I need the volume because my hair is thin without the volume. I feel like if it looks paper thin. I don't like that. I don't like to be able
See,
like if
that's
I
what I
put my
miss.
I don't like that. For me, I don't like to like put my hand behind my hair and can like still see my hand. I don't want to see it.
Well,
I want
I
it to
I
be
I can't. I see. I don't have that. My hair
you
is.
don't. But see, for me with a relaxer, mine does.
I
So
find that
that's
so
why I
hard to
couldn't
believe
do it.
because your hair is so thick and so lustrous.
No, I just I remember my
Unless
relaxer
you
and
be
I just
loosening the shit out
remember
of that shit and you just freak your
I just
natural
remember
curls.
being it real thin. And I looking at pictures and I'm like, why did I do that? Now, like if I flat iron my hair now, it's gonna be bomb. But it's only gonna last for one day in
I
the
don't even get a
fall,
day.
going toward winter where it's not raining. It
I
gotta
don't
be
even get a
real
day.
specific. It
I
gotta
don't
be
even get
real
a day at this point, and it
specific.
makes me sad
Give me a couple
because
hours. Give me a couple hours. But that's why I don't even do it. I don't even put in the effort to do it no more because for what? I put in hours and hours for a hairstyle that's gonna last me for 4 hours.
But I used to get at least a week out of a wrap. A solid week. And then at
Same,
least another week of a good ponytail. That's
same,
2 weeks.
same, same. But I see it works for short haircuts. It makes total sense. Makes total sense.
Okay, well then I'm chopping my hair.
Unless you're wearing it curly and that's what you want to wear it. But I feel like for short haircuts, relaxers make sense because it needs to lay right. You know what I mean? If
Right,
you don't
right,
have
right.
one, it's not gonna look right. It's gonna look wow.
Right.
But like for me, I just know I want to wear my hair long. I like it. Like I'll even just wear it blow dried at this point and just let it do it
See,
how
I'm
it's
not
gonna do it.
there. I feel like you need the blow
You
dry.
know, and see,
You need a thing.
I lived through Diana Ross. Like me and her got the same birthday, so I call her my fairy godmother. So I love big hair. Give me big, extra long.
Well,
I
I'm
love
embracing.
that. That's why I'm like, I love it. Your hair is beautiful. I'm so Diana Ross. Like, give me big, extra hair. That's what I want. Fluffy,
My husband like
big,
it big too. I'll be like,
poodle
give me a comb.
hair. No, I love it. I love it. I embrace it now. I didn't for a while. That's why I was getting relaxers and my hair was thin and my wraps look like that. But me now, I'm
Your
like,
wraps look
give
amazing.
me volume. Maybe they did, but for me, like compared to what my hair is now, it was thin to me.
I mean, to me, and it's probably just my own. It's like body dysmorphia for my hair, and then we can move on. I just feel
Same,
like
same. That's probably what it is. That's
I
probably what
just
it
feel
is for
like
me too.
it should, if you're gonna wear it flat, it should be like
Flat,
have a scalp.
bone straight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bone
Mm-hmm.
fucking straight. It's just I think it's generational. But I do. Because these girls now, like you're saying, the girls now they be like, I'm just gonna flat iron it and go. There's a girl I went to high school with. She has long, beautiful hair. She probably never put heat on it. She probably never puts like a curling iron, a bumper flat, or nothing on it. She just blow dries
Mm-hmm.
it, and it gets nice and straight from the blow dryer, and probably a like a round brush.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all she does, and she's always been
Oh, it's
like that.
probably
And I'd be
so
like,
pretty.
girl,
Mm-hmm.
can I bump your hair?
Right.
Like, 'cause you're not done. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful hair. It's dark, super black hair. It's nice and thick. And it's probably nice and thick and shiny because she be like using fucking Blue Magic grease on it, like old school methods, but
Yeah.
she never straightens it. And I feel like I can just do that last step for you. But it's just me. I know it's me because nobody looks at her and be like, girl, what's wrong with your hair? It's always so many compliments.
So see, that's kind of where I'm at. I want big volume, big Diana Ross. Here I am type hair. That's all. That's
You
why I
want
don't
your
want to
hair like
relax her.
this.
But that's why I love your hair like that. But that's why I just wanted to hear your reasoning. I completely understand your reasoning. You know, it makes sense. I don't want to fight you. I do want to fight you about it. Like I don't want you to get it, but I get it. And the fact that your hair still bounces back, it took me years for my hair to bounce back. I thought there was a red cardinal out the window. I can't tell. I think it might just be a leaf. But it took years for my hair to bounce back from relaxers. So that's why I won't even try.
I mean, when I say I'm getting a relaxer, I mean I will put the relaxer in, like I wasn't pulling it all the way through to the from the top to the bottom. I'm not leaving it on for 20 minutes. Like I will put it in like conditioner. Kind of probably like the Dominican blowouts, like not with the conditioner like that. Like I would put the relaxer in the proper way, but just like I'm just gonna put this in and I will focus like right here because that's the area that's always been the waviest, and then get my edges real good and then pull it through, and that was
Yeah.
it. Like I'm rinsing it out.
To the center of your hair that's where it's the thickest for me too. The center of my head.
Yeah, like I have a
Real
good like
thick.
6 square inches where I'd be like,
It's
whoo,
real nigga in there.
it's
Yeah.
real Color purple in there.
It's real kunta in there for
Me and
real.
US never part. My coils be in there like my kitada. Like we hold tight. We in this together. Never let go.
No, I swear, it gets rough in there. It's like a whole different. It's wow. My hair has probably like 3 or 4 different textures. So
No, deadass. For real.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, for sure. Wow, we just went on a whole rant.
20-minute conversation about hair. But it was necessary because
It was so necessary.
I will hold off.
Oh,
I will
sorry.
hold off. I'm gonna hold off. So anyway, did you have anything else you want to talk about?
I got a quick weed fact. I don't know
Oh,
if we'll
yeah.
be able to fit it in. We'll fit in as much as we can, and then whatever we can't, we'll just roll over a little, and then we'll get to your fun stuff, and we'll let
Just
y'all
do one
kind
or
of people
two real
go.
quick, and then we just had to dip our toes back in here and let the people know that we're back. And then next week we'll have a real episode with
Not
a real
next week, the following week,
and structure and all that stuff. So if we get to it, we get to it. If not, I feel like that hair conversation was really good.
Me same. I loved it, honestly. But we're going to try to slide in a weed fact of the week. We're going to try to put that in there at some point because we want to inform y'all. We want to keep y'all informed of what it is you're smoking, what it is you're using, because it's more than just a plant. Yeah, there's so much more that goes into it. So we just want y'all to understand it and yeah, just get a better understanding of it. We'll say that. So I want to, let me see. Sorry, I lost my note. Here we go. Okay. So there are male and female cannabis plants. Not sure if everybody knew that, but there are. And only the female plants produce the best weed. Because why wouldn't we? But so there's 4 different stages of growing weed. And we'll get more into that different stages of the weed facts. But this portion,
I'm excited.
Yes, me too. So, but this portion, when you're determining the sex of the plant, it's during the flowering stage, which is it's like pre-flowering stage. It's between the last 2 stages of the process of growing weed. So you'll be able to tell male or female there. But I just thought it was cool that the female plants are the only ones that produce the highest THC. Now the male ones can, but they're like low THC. And then not only that, they let off this pollen scent that kills the female plants, which ends up killing your crop. So as soon as they find out that it's a male plant, they kill it. They yank it out. Yep. They only use the male plant specifically for the seeds. Give me the nut and then you keep it rolling. That sounded wild, but that's really what it is. Yeah, because if it stays too long, he ends up killing off everybody. And then you have no good weed. Yeah, and like the scent is potent, like so as soon as it lets it off, like it kills everything around it. So yeah, as soon as you determine that it is,
every day you learn something new. I never knew that. I didn't know
as soon as they
but I just thought it was because they would keep like trying to multiply or something.
It's because it lets off a scent that kills off the other female plants. Yep, and it stops them from going. And they need the female plants because the female plants are the ones that are going to produce the best weed.
The potent flower.
Yep. So there's 2 different ways to determine not 2 different. There's actually a variety of different ways to determine between a male and a female plant. So the male plants, right at the between where the plants kind of veer off. I don't know what that's called, but right in between it. See, this is why I'm going to take a class. Yep. But right in between, that's usually where the plant will start to grow, like the actual weed bud will start to grow. We'll say that. So the male plants, they produce small little balls. That's what produces the pollen, and it looks literally like little balls. And the male plants are usually taller plants. They have real thick stalks and they have fewer leaves. So that's one way to kind of really determine um, if it's a male or female. And like I said, this happens toward the end of it because at that point it's really starting to grow. So that's how they can tell. So like it's hard to determine if it's a male or female only toward the end. For real, is when you can kind of really tell, it seems like. From the research that I'm getting, I'm not saying that that's 100% right, huh?
I said you from ground and miss it and come back to your crops dead because you missed the
The
gendering and
portion of it. Yeah.
the pollen out. Wow.
But I guess there's hints and signs, like thicker stalks, it's
Oh
taller.
yeah,
So there's hints, I guess, that you can tell before it actually starts to grow and let off that scent that will kill off the other plants. So, but yeah, as soon as you see those, you got to throw them away. The female plants, they're usually shorter. They have more leaves. Actually a lot of leaves, especially a lot of leaves near the top of the plant, meaning like that's where it's growing. So there's a bunch of leaves at the top, shorter little girls. They have also right at the little bridge of it, like we were talking about, they have little translucent hairs instead of balls. So that's something that you can tell. So that's like the hairs that we see on the actual like bud of the weed and stuff, like the translucent, almost like crystallized looking hairs. Those are from the females. That's how you can tell that it's a female rather than a male plant as well. So there's different little signs that you can tell. They say that you should give it about like 6 weeks to be able to determine if it's a male or a female, which kind of makes sense. 6 weeks is a long portion if you think about it from seed to actual plant to determine if it's a male or female. So
it's fast to me.
Yeah, it is fast. It is fast. So you want the female plants, get rid of the niggas. That's all I wanted to say. And that is my weed fact of the day.
Yeah.
Or of the week.
I love that. Absolutely.
Good. So we'll get into, like I said, the 4 stages of growing weed. So you know the portion of that, just in case there are some growers that are trying to grow it.
For sure, why not?
Just little facts, because I don't know everything either. So this will be a knowledge process for me as well. And we'll learn together. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love that.
Yes. So do we need to take a break? Are we cool?
I think we'll be cool to just run out the clock on these ones.
Say less.
So I'm going to introduce a new segment, and it's going to be called our sticky situation of the week.
Ooh.
It's going to vary between what's craziness is going on in the world, such as like the Keke Palmer shit, the Ocean Submarine Gate, Tory Lanez and Meg Stallion. He got sentenced to 10 years. Whatever is really like popping that week, I'm going to bring over to our session.
Okay.
We'll talk about the sticky situation, give our opinion, our thoughts. Or if there's not really anything good, I always can rely on some good old Am I the Asshole post, which is what I have today. I have 3, so we'll see how much time we have left.
Okay.
I just skimmed through these, so I just have like a very small general idea, so hopefully they're good. First one is, am I the asshole for getting mad when I found out my wife gossiped about me? Yeah, hopefully okay. Let's see. Sorry for the throwaway account. I am 36 and my wife, Ashley, is 33. To get it out of the way, I have an above average size dick.
Why? Why would that be knowledge that has to do with anything with the story? I'm still waiting to hear how that has to
when
apply.
I skimmed through it.
I can't wait to hear how that
I have no idea what we're about to ride into, y'all. Swear to God, I didn't.
It better apply to something, because why would I need to know that?
This better be good. And he gonna say to get it out the way, sir.
Because who was thinking about that? Just off the rip.
let's see how it applies to the story. So to get it out of the way, I have an above average size dick. Who told him that?
Ashley.
Sir. Anyway, I'm not going.
She a liar. Sorry.
He said, I'm not going to the Guinness records or anything, but every partner I've ever had remarks on it.
Just because it's
In the
big don't mean you
past,
know how to.
this has also meant that every single one of them tells their friends, and that gossip gets around. This makes me extremely, because that's in bold in capital letters, uncomfortable, to the point that I've had to start telling anyone new, don't talk about my dick to your friends. Miss this.
Well, keep it in your pants.
Sir.
If you embarrassed and you know people going, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They all agree, and then they all do it anyway. It's very frustrating. Until I met my now wife, who was totally respectful of the boundary. We've been together for 6 years, married for 3, no kids yet. You probably see where this is going. We were with some of her close friends at a bar last night, and I suggested we go to another pub. And her friend, semi-drunk, responds, "Oh, if Big Dick says we go, we go."
Oh,
All right, now.
She
Ashley
like I
froze
slept.
up, and I went cold. I would cuss my friend the fuck out. Don't comment on my husband's penis. Even if I told you it was a goddamn Titanic. But
Okay,
I'll get
because
that.
why
That's
are you saying that
inappropriate.
as his nickname? That should be only the nickname I should be able to say.
Are we all talking about calling him Big Dick?
It must have
Around
been
the
an
table?
agreement type of thing.
Or is this a group chat that I'm not in?
Right,
Anyway.
right.
So turns out that she told all her close friends when we met right after I told her not to. And now they use Big Dick or BD in their group chat to refer to me. Ashley says they only say it when I do something worthy of the name, and I don't even know what that means, and I don't want to. So I left them and I went home. Ashley was apologetic at first, but kind of thought it was funny that I figured it out and only learned how angry I was after I literally walked out the bar. She says I'm overreacting in that what she talks about with her friends is totally normal. I said I don't care if it's normal and that I don't trust her anymore. Am I the asshole?
So my thing is though, right?
I think your friend's an asshole.
But if it's as good as you think it is, what's the issue? I guess is my issue. So maybe there's something else wrong.
I think this is like a troll, like I got a big dick, and let me tell you, I'm mad about it. And let me tell you how big my dick is, and I'm not happy about it.
And I'm slinging it, and they're telling her friends.
I've got a dick big.
Like that's really what he's complaining about. Sir, next.
Right.
There's people dying, Kim. Like, get out of here. Next caller.
Is this a real thing? Let's see. Okay, so Reddit says it's normal for her to talk about with her friends. It's no different than a guy talking about boobs with his friends.
He don't got no issue.
She lied to you, but it's normal. Oh.
I mean, because what do they call it? Guy talking, or what do they talk? Locker talk?
Locker room talk, yeah.
What's the issue? If she's included, okay, let me say that. It would be weird if they're having this conversation and she's not included in it and she's not aware. But clearly she's included and she's aware. So
that's a good point.
I don't know.
I think that her friend, I would be mad at my friend if we have girl talk and that's our secret name for him. Don't call him that to his face.
It's just a weird secret name for him. I wouldn't refer to my man's
body parts, my husband's body parts with my friends, because I'm not going to sexualize my husband to my friends.
Because I don't want you to look at it like that.
Ever, never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
There's never be that.
So that's why that's weird too.
Hold on, I gotta see how old they are. Oops. because
You said 33 and 36 or something like that, I think.
they're too old for that.
Yeah, that's
Because I
weird.
feel like if they were like 20-ish, I could understand them sharing.
But they're
Because when I
married
was
too,
younger,
right?
they're
Sorry.
married too. Yeah.
Okay.
Two things. You share information when you're younger, but it stops once your relationship reaches a certain level of seriousness because
Yeah.
you don't want your friends passing
In your
any
business like
judgment
that.
in your business, sexualizing your man. Like, I'm not going to tell you how good my man does me because it's none of your business. What do you need to know that for? And then
That's why
when you
he's with
get
me.
old enough, you be like, hold up, I really ain't telling these bitches anything because it really ain't none of their business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are too old for this. Okay, next one because we running short on time. This will be the last one. I'll let you pick based on the titles. Am I the asshole for not attending my graduation party and telling everyone why when they ask me? Or am I the asshole for hugging my brother in front of my wife despite knowing that makes my wife uncomfortable?
Oh. Because I really want to know the reason why for both of them.
All right, I'll go fast. I ask this because I know I have the skewed perspective on this. My family has always been more physically affectionate than most. My siblings and I always hugging, holding hands, and cuddling with each other, and our parents until we moved out.
Wait, hold on. Run that back.
I don't think I stuttered. I think it's just weird. My
Okay.
family has always been more physically affectionate than most. My siblings and I were always hugging, holding hands, and cuddling with each other and our parents until we moved out.
Until we moved out. That's what I wanted to make sure I heard.
You heard me.
Okay. Okay.
This was never weird for us. It's just the way we were raised, and I've never seen anything wrong with that. My wife is an only child, and her parents are the exact opposite. To this day, I've never seen her parents so much as smile at each other, which is fine, different strokes and all that. I don't judge. It did lead to some conversations early in our relationship, though. I had to basically explain to her when she first met my parents years ago that no, I didn't find it weird that they showed any amount of affection in front of us. What are we talking about here, though? She and my family get along great. They know her boundaries and how she doesn't like to be touched by most people and always respected that. The issue is, she once told me that she doesn't like when I'm affectionate with my family in front of her. She's not jealous or anything like that. It's just because of how she's raised. She's had trouble separating physical affection from romance. Anyway, my brother lives a bit of a drive away and he came to visit. I'm sorry, this has like random commas and periods in it, so I'm having like
Just throw
I
you
should have
off.
edited. Yeah. And he came to visit for the first time in a few months. My wife got home a bit after he came over, comma. We all got caught up and that was that. Then, comma, when he left, I gave him a hug goodbye. Another comma. Thought nothing of that until I saw my wife's face. She looked freaked out. I asked what was up, and she reiterated that she wishes I wouldn't do that around her. She explained that if she had a sister, it would be like me watching them kiss on the lips.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
told her I'm sorry that she has that thought process, but she needs to work that out
Sorry
on
for
her.
you.
Ma'am, that is so weird. I don't think I should have to stop doing something normal because it makes her uncomfortable. She says I'm biased because of how I was raised and that my parents were a little too clingy with me. I understand the way I grew up was unusual, and maybe I'm letting that cloud my judgment.
Um.
Parents, hug your kids. Just go give them a hug right now. Just go give them a hug right now. Don't even ask why. Just
Just go give him a nice
Hug
tight
them
one.
and squeeze them and kiss them on the cheek. And dads, especially, dad, if you have a son, go give him some love, hugs, and kisses. What? What is wrong with people?
And this, I
We're
always
not
wonder
going
if
to have
these
time
are.
for another one. We got 2 minutes left.
I would love to know. We'll save it for another time. Cause save that one for sure. Cause I really want to know. I'm real curious. Real curious.
I don't think this
But
guy needs advice. I think his wife needs therapy.
that's probably what it is. In all honesty, yeah, that's what I would sum it up to.
She
If
needs to
nothing
not
else.
have kids until she can work through her issues with touch, because your kid literally needs hugs to survive. If you don't hug your kids, it's called they will fail to thrive, and that is a real medical condition. You have to hug your kids. Like,
And really embrace them. Don't just give them that little church lady hug. Like, I embrace people. If I hug you, I'm giving you a hug. Like, I don't just
I
be
actually
hugging
don't like
people.
hugging people, so I can totally understand like the boundary there. And I made it very clear to my child, like, you don't have to hug anybody you don't want to, including me. If you ain't feeling it, it's fine.
For
Just,
sure.
circle back around, give me 2 next time.
Yeah.
Man.
I set that boundary with everybody. Like, listen, we're just meeting each other. What's up? That's how I was with Ray. That's why we still cool to this day.
Tap it up, tap it up.
Yeah, because when she first met me, I'm not that type of person. Like, give me the baby. Like, nah, if she don't want to, then she don't got to yet. We'll work into it. It's no
I'll get
problem.
there. Period.
Yeah.
Well, we have less than a minute.
All right, y'all.
Let's-
Catch us everywhere. Bye. Sign off.
And on that note, we out. I ain't saying shit else.